What's up? It's Marco, Sage of Soccer, and today I want to talk about Jesse Marsch's Leeds team. I haven't got to talk about it as much as I wanted to lately. I'm doing a little bit of coaching, so I'm kind of busy on Saturday mornings. Missed the games recently, took a while to get caught back up. I'm going to be missing the game tomorrow, so, it's tough to see these teams as much as I'd like, but Leeds are looking good, and it looks like they might have turned things around, which is very good. So with Jesse Marsch, I said when he got the job that they needed to get 6 points before the international window, and they just managed to do that, getting two 90th minute winners against Norwich and Wolves. So they're looking like they're in a pretty good shape right now. They're about 5 points ahead of Everton, who are in 17th place, and 6 points ahead of Burnley, who are at the bottom in 24 points, and they're in 18th place. So looking like in a decent position. Those two teams do have games in hand, but games in hand matter a lot less at the bottom of the table than they do at the top when 3 point, when one game in hand is expected to be 3 points. The game in hand here, you don't really expect it to be that much. So when I'm looking at Burnley and Everton, as compared to this Leeds team, it's going to be tough for them to get points. Burnley, they're able to get a really nice game against Everton last time out, but they're traditionally a team that has a lot of trouble scoring goals. Despite them usually having a top striker, Chris Wood's out. Wout Weghorst has been looking pretty good, but probably not going to be that guy for them. And Everton, they look really bad for an Everton side. And Everton, they've never been relegated from the Premier League before, and it might just happen this year because the team does not look good after Lampard. You have to feel for them after how Ancelotti left, but appointing Benitez was a very bad decision, and getting in Lampard, who really hasn't exactly impressed anywhere, which, he went to Derby, they were fine without him, they were fine with him. Chelsea, they had some decent runs of forms, but they won the Champions League without him. So we look at Frank Lampard, he definitely wasn't the right call for a relegation battle. And then Jesse Marsch's his Leeds team, they've been looking good. So typically when a new manager comes in, you get what they call a new manager bounce, new set of circumstances, new guy in charge. The message usually resonates right away, and they get results right away. That's what I was expecting. That's why I wanted 6 points before the international break. But this actually didn't happen with this Leeds team. They actually, despite them playing pretty well in their first game, they didn't get the points. And then in their next game, they lost again. So I was thinking, okay, well, it's over. Another bad Bradley situation. America's going to have to take years to recover from this. But no, then the team turned around. And despite going down, or letting in an equalizer in the 90th minute, they fought back. Joe Gilhart hitting a goal for them, and they were able to get a big win against Norwich. And then after that, another 90th minute winner, and they got past Wolves. And this Leeds team, they believe. You don't believe in a manager. If you don't believe in a manager, you don't get two 90th minute equalizers. They're bought in, and they're still going up. They got points against Southampton last time out, and I really think this Leeds team is good enough to avoid relegation now. Patrick Bamford, he should be back from injury. Calvin Phillips should be back from injury by tomorrow, so it's looking really good for Leeds. I think they're definitely going to stay up, and I think the good that that'll do for the view of American coaches throughout the world is going to be huge because, it's not looking good right now. So I'm really excited about what Jesse Marsch is doing. Now, I should say things aren't perfect with Leeds. They still haven't kept a clean sheet. The defensive issues are still there. I'm not really confident in their goalkeeper, Meslier. He is... You definitely see the potential, but he's a very young keeper, and he's very raw. He has mistakes. In him. It would have been really nice for them to get a good backup, even somebody like a John Ruddy or something. I'm sure Leeds would love to have someone like a John Ruddy in their team, but they don't. Their defense still has a couple injuries and still isn't that good, and they have been leaving things late. Despite how well they've been playing, they haven't exactly dominated a team yet. So things aren't perfect with this Leeds squad, but I think they're going to do enough to be able to stay up, and hopefully Jesse Marsch will get backed. He'll be able to bring in the guys that he wants in the summer. Maybe that's a Brendan Aronson. I've heard Georgi Mihalovic linked with them. But more important than that, he's going to need some defenders. I'd bring in a veteran goalkeeper. Probably a decent backup for Patrick Bamford. And they should have the money because there are a lot of guys in the squad who want to get a move away. I think Rafinha is one of them. I'm not sure, but I feel like that's what they were saying on the commentary. But maybe things change now. But I think Leeds are in a good position. I'm excited to see where Jesse Marsch can take them. And I think they're going to be able to stay up. yeah, that's all I'll talk about today. Just want to give a quick update on Leeds, and yeah, see ya.